Wolves have just beaten us 1-0 at Old Trafford. The positives: Fredricson had a killer debut. Harry Amass played outstandingly, I believe. And I also believe Dorgu is definitely wearing that Man United shirt with pride. What I didn't like, what I saw on the pitch, there was a lack of play towards Cheeto Obi-Martin when he came on in the 70th minute. He wasn't receiving balls. Fernandes, with some of those misses, that one miss that Garnacho assisted, that should have been a goal. Mason Mount had a couple chances. Mason Mount's looking super rusty. I'm not fond of Mason Mount. I like him as a player, but he hasn't played or had many minutes in so long that he's super rusty. And I believe we should either loan him out or move him on. Positives: Fredricson, amazing, great game. Harry Amass, very impressed with the youngster. He's looking better and better each time I watch him play. Hojlund created a really crucial chance in the second half. Didn't deliver. I thought he would have passed to Mainu on his right. Eriksen obviously almost had an amazing assist for Mount, but the biggest problem we have in this Man United squad is a lack of goals. We don't have older leadership. If you look at when we were scoring, even under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we had names in the dressing room. We had Ronaldo, we had Cavani, Mason Greenwood was learning from the best. Hojlund, Xerxes, they don't have anyone to look at. He's out for the rest of the season. Look, it's just disappointing to see that we had such good possession in the first half, and second half, we just kept, I believe when Delo and Fernandes came on, we started giving away silly balls, like a couple balls from, Fernandes that, lobbing it all the way to the left wing in the wrong moments of the game. Just hold the possession, build up the play. Also, I would have liked to see Harry Amass and Fredricson cross it in some moments, but I believe that confidence will take time to build. So I'm not going to be too harsh on youngsters, and I don't want to be too harsh on any of the players, to be honest, but definitely we need to purchase a new striker in the summer so that the likes of Cheeto Obi-Martin, who's an academy talent, he can keep on learning and growing, because the dude's only 17. He's got a lot of potential. He wasn't receiving the balls. There was a few times where I saw Garnacho or, whether it was Mount or Fernandes, when Cheeto Obi-Martin was in a better spot to score, and they took the glory for themselves. I just wonder what's going on in that dressing room at times. And I feel like I can just see Amarim when I'm watching these games. Not even for the fans, but I feel so sorry for Amarim at times, because he's trying so hard to get this team to play the way he wants them to play. And you can see he's a good manager, and he's a young manager with fresh ideas and potential. I just hope that for next season, we can turn it around, and, we need to start getting rid of players that don't suit this system. I would get rid of Mason Mount. I believe we need to get rid of him. I would even get rid of Hojlund or put him on, loan him out for a season. Just what I think. I just don't see some of these players, staying in the club and, benefiting our club. That's the best way to put it. I would be looking at signing Jeremy Frimpong. And honestly, after watching Cunha's game, it's hard to say. Obviously, I like him as a player, but I need to watch him more to decide whether I would actually want a player like Cunha in the squad. Would it make a load of difference or a world of difference having a player like that in Man United? We'll find out. I mean, we'll see what the next transfer window holds. But the academy graduates and the new senior players are looking strong. So that's a good sign. Fredricson looks so comfortable on the pitch. I'll say that again. So very impressed with that. Eriksen, despite him slowing down a bit, he still has great ball control. But we also need to be looking at some new signings in that department. But most importantly, I believe it's a striker. A striker that's going to score us goals. A proven striker, not just a prospect or someone who's, banging in 10 goals a season, because we need someone who can score at least 25 goals a season, 30 goals a season in a proven club. Gyökeres is an option. He's played with Amarim before. Victor from Galatasaray. Obviously, I don't know if I say the name right all the time, but Victor Osimhen. Yeah, I think that's the way you say it. The Nigerian, he's obviously on loan from Napoli. Fell out of the dressing room there. He's a great player to look at as well. I can see by the way we're playing, Amarim's definitely on the right track with this team, but he needs the players he needs for next season, because at the moment he has Ten Hag's team that he kind of left him with, and that's not exactly how Amarim wants to play. So I trust in Amarim for now. Look, another thing that's on my mind is, do we change the system? If it doesn't work, if we see it not working in a few games next season, do we alter the system a bit? Instead of playing 3 centre-backs with wing-backs, do we go just 4 defenders? I don't know. It's hard to say, but look, it's going to take time. This is not going to happen overnight. This is going to take time. Look, Pablo Sarabia delivered a great free kick that game, and nothing we can do about that. Onana looked a bit more confident, so I was happy to see that. And think about more I can say in the coming days.